Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Mimeograph Monday with a twist. And this card is so cute. I showed it when I did my catalog flip through and I couldn't wait to play with it because it is just so simple. And I don't know why I have never thought to do something like this. So hopefully you will enjoy it as much as me. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So Monday is my Mimeograph Monday with a twist. So basically I'm going to case a card out of the catalog, and then I'm going to do a twist on it. So I'll be doing two projects, and you can get the recipes on my blog over here. If you just go to the very top under current catalogs, if you click on that, it'll open up another page and you'll be able to see the catalog as well as the recipes. So that's where I figure out what was used, and it kind of helps me because sometimes I can't figure out what size card it is and things like that. Sometimes there's even things on the card that I don't even notice, till I read the recipe. So yeah, that's where you can reach those. Make sure if you are here for the first time, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and then that way you'll be told when I go live if you check the little all button. And so I go Monday, Tuesdays, Friday, and a quick little video on Saturday. And I am watching live with you during the live premiere in the chat. So off to the side, if you have any questions at all, just put them in there and I can answer you. Otherwise, if you're watching the replay, then just leave a comment down below. YouTube will let me know that you had said something so I can reach out. All right, so before we get started, I am going to remind you of a few things, and I have some like save the date kind of things coming up too. So there's a few things that we're gonna do before I get to doing today's project, so bear with me. All right, so close your eyes just for a second while I get my camera adjusted. So I want to remind you about the starter kit special. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I had a few emails over the weekend with some questions, so I thought I would just touch base for my video. The starter kit special is just for May only. So if you join, you can you'll get these 4 items in the new in colors for free in your starter kit. So it's an $82 value. So it is an awesome time. You're going to get the colors anyway, so you might as well get them for free. You can join my team. I have demonstrators all over the United States, and you can join for $99 plus tax. Shipping is free, and you can choose $125 worth of your choice, plus you'll get the in colors. So it's a great time. If you have any questions, just make sure you holler at me. All right, I also want to remind you that there's only a couple days left to do my May class in the mail kit. I am almost sold out for that. So it is the Simply Zinnias bundle, and you have the option of adding on the Zinnia 3D embossing folder, and you can read more about on my blog as well. And this is USA only. If you do join my team, I do offer the guts only for $25. So that's another incentive for joining my team. So I would love for you to do that. I am almost sold out. Hostess code for the month of May. I just printed a bunch of sheets so I didn't forget. Also, save the date for my virtual fall social. That will be September the 28th. That will be over Zoom. And I have been toying with the idea of pre-taping the projects, and then you'll get that video beforehand. And then the Zoom that day, we'll be able to stamp together. And if you have any questions, I can answer them that day. We'll keep that day shorter. And also because Facebook has made changes in regards to third-party streaming, which I used to stream live during the Zoom onto Facebook, and they're making that they're stopping that. So I'm just playing with some different ways to do it. But anyway, so save the date, if you're going to register or you're thinking about it, let me know and I'll put you on my list. And again, that's USA only. I also have my June class in the mail and my July. So keep in mind, these are, this is one of the new stamp sets, the Sweet Pea. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to do this as a class in the mail. So this will be in June. And then July is the awesome Attention Shoppers bundle. So I just want to kind of give you the heads up. Sometimes people are like, what classes are coming up? So then you'll wait to get, you know, get these. But just so you know, like if you ever go, oh, I already have it, you can always switch those out. Okay, so let's go to the card. So I'm going to do this card right here. So I showed it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. So I want to do this one right away. So I have my little recipe right here. Again, you can get that on my blog right there where I mentioned before. All right. So this is super easy. So the first card I'm going to do is the catalog version, and then I'll do a twist. All right. So this is Basic White Thick is the card base. And basically, I have just cut little strips of cardstock. And these are, what size are these? These are 1/4 inch, I believe. Yes, these are 1/4 inch thick. So this is perfect for using those strips of cardstock in when you trim down your layers and you have a little bit of cardstock left over. These are perfect. I always have basic white ones around because when I trim the papers down, I always have that little like 1/2 inch or whatever, or 1/4 inch. So this is a great use for those as well. All right, so let's just put these aside. So we are using the new Basic Beige. So here it looks white, but when you put it against the basic white, you can see it's just a really pretty color. It reminds me of Sahara Sand, but not as gray. It's kind of got a greenish tint to it, but it goes with every color. All right, so we're using Basic Beige. We're using Granny Apple Green. We're using Lost Lagoon, Pecan or Pecan Pie, wherever you are from. And and then Garden Green. And then Garden Green are the colors. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my Basic Beige. All right. So I have my glue dots, and I'm just going to put my glue dots on my strip every so often, and I'm just guessing where to stick them. I'm usually like either too short or too long. All right, so we want this one about here, and it's kind of straight on there. All right, and then we're going to trim. So you can see I was way off on that one. Okay, then we have our pecan, and what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll just put a little bit of adhesive there. All right, so now we have a pecan one. What you can also do is you can take your glue dot with your pick tool, just pick that up there, and we're going to put this under here for one thing. Okay, so I'm going to tick another one, and I try not to I don't want it to fold. All right, so I want my pecan to be here, and then I'll put a few on the strip, and then this one goes beside. So I'm just using this as a guide. It's a little bit shorter than the basic. Now these little candles that we're making are not necessarily straight. They're just kind of like every which way, which it makes it look even more fun. All right, so now we have a Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take a glue dot and just visually put it that far from that one. And again, I'm just going to put a few on my strip. And then this one is taller than the basic. like that. And then we're just cutting, so we're just using the edge of the cardstock, the edge of the card, to trim. All right, so now we want a garden green. Now this one on the bottom is a little closer to the Lost Lagoon, so it's a little bit closer there. But this one kind of angles out of it. Okay. He's a little shorter than Lost Lagoon, but like I said, he kind of angles out just a tad. Okay. But see how fun and so easy. So I can hardly wait to show you my twist. All right, so again, take my glue dot. And this one is kind of way over here. Oop, hang on a minute. Stick on there. And then he angles towards that garden green. Like that. And trim. Now I could trim them all at one time, but I'm just trimming them as I go. Alright, so Granny Apple, that one is kind of angly as well. So I want it to start there. And he is about the same height as that Lost Lagoon. And then we have another basic beige and Lost Lagoon. Alright. So piece of beige. And Lost Lagoon. So see how fun? Oh my gosh. I mean, I would never have, like I said, I would never have thought to do this. All right, let's see. So this one that I had trimmed before is a perfect length for the last one. And then we're simply going to take a marker and put our little candle wicks or whatever. All right. Let me trim that one. Okay, so let me put the little wicks. So I'm just using just the basic black Stampin' Right. Now remember last year these changed, so we have a bigger end now for the writing tip and a bigger brush. So I love that change. All right, so we're just going to simply draw a little line up. So these are our little wicks coming out of the candle. I have some garden green and I have my little happy birthday, and I'm just going to stamp with a memento. And this stamp set that we're using is the Singing Hey. So this is a new one. I love all these greeting. It's got that hey, and then you can add all these to it. It's just, it's super fun. But I love this. Insert clever message here. You know how sometimes you just don't know what to say in a card? So that's perfect. All right, so we're going to go happy birthday just on a little bit of garden green. And then we're just going to fussy cut that out and put it on with some dimensionals. But look how simple and cute that is. I'm just going to cut that quick off of there. So I'm just using, it's not, if it's not perfect, I'm not going to worry about it. I just kind of use the you know, the greeting to kind of get it as straight as possible. And I'm just going to use some baby dimensionals. Stick it on the card. And it just goes here. But look how simple and how cute that is. Isn't that so fun? Okay, so I'm going to clean up my mess here, and we're going to get on to the twist. Okay, so for my twist, I'm still using the saying hey, but I'm going to use the hey for my greeting instead. I'm also going to add the hooray for surprises, because it has some really cute birthday greetings, but it also has the little flame. So I wanted a flame for my candles. So I grabbed that one. I'm also going to have some fun with designer series paper. So I just kind of found some really cute designer series paper. This is the, which ones are these? These are I grabbed brights and in colors, and these are just the color families that have the patterns. And then I also grabbed the Full of Life, because it had some fun bright colors as well. And I just cut some strips. Again, they are the 1/4 inch. Okay. I also added some layers of cardstock to my card. Alright, so this is going to be the inside, because that's a little bit bigger. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I just cut a piece of the azure from the brights, because I'm going to use that on the front. I'm also going to use that on the greeting. So I wanted to have that somewhere. Okay. And then for the front, this is 3 3/4 by 5, because it's going to get layered on a 4 by 5 1/4. Alright, so I just want to get my stamping done all at once here. This is also photopolymer, so I am going to bring my little mat over. Alright, and you can see I put my finger, I don't have a green thumb, but I do have a blue finger. So this is the azure. And I want this on the inside. So this is just a Make-A-Wish. And a lot of times I will just like let it sit in the pad and get inked up instead of pushing. Because sometimes if you push too much, you get a little bit of over ink. So if you just kind of let it drop in there, sometimes that's better. So this is Make-A-Wish. And then I'm going to use my Daffodil Delight for my flame. And I want to put my flame on the inside as well. Alright, so let's bring the outside over. And we want our big hay. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to let it lay in that pad so it gets good and inked up. And then I'm going to just stamp it over here. Hey! Alright, so that's all the stamping that I'm going to do for the azure. Alright, now for the daffodil, I want, because last time we just did the, you know, the candles and the wicks, but I want to put the little flame, so I want to make sure I have enough room. If I just fill this card up with strips of DSP, I might not have room for my flame. So this time I'm going to put my flame on first, and then we will just line our candles up with the flame. So I'm going to do 5. I'm going to start in the center and work my way around. So I'm going to do the same kind of thing. I'm going to have them be, you know, different heights and stuff like that. So that looks good. Then I'm going to take my basic black, just like I did before, and I'm just going to draw a wick. And then we're just going to use our DSP. And this time I'm going to use my green tip glue. Alright, so let's find. I did up and down stripes, back and forth stripes, patterns. I just had fun. Alright, so I'm just going to do my green tip glue on here. And this time I want to get my, I'm done stamping, so I'm going to get my silicone, because I know I'm going to have too much glue probably, and it's going to stick out the bottom. So this way that silicone will catch that. Alright, so I'm going to do the same kind of thing. I'm going to have my candles be kind of every which way, and I'm just going to cut that quickly. I will trim it later. I just want to let it give a little bit of time to dry since I'm using the green tip glue. I just want to have it sit a tad before I automatically start messing around with it. Alright, so this one I'm going to have it be with the flower pattern showing. And I'm going to angle that one a little bit too. Okay, then let's find this really fun rainbow looking one. So it's got a little red, orange, yellow, some green. It looks really a lot like a really fun candle. Looks like one of those that you blow out and then it relights. Did you used to use those? I think you can still get those. I don't know. It's been for quite a while since we put a candle in a cake. Alright. And let's see. Let's do some stripes up and down with this one. So this is a great use of your designer series paper too. And I probably could have added more than the 5. Especially if you turned your card the other direction. And then I'll do another striped one. I just wanted to give myself enough room. But you know me, I like it to be odd. So I wanted it to be 5. I didn't want it to be 6. And then 7 I think would have been too squished for this an up and down card. But like I said, if you did what is it, horizontal? If you turn it the other direction, you could have did a lot more. But I thought 5 looked cute. But like I said, if you turn this way, you could get more. All right, so I'm just going to give them just a little push to make sure they're good and stuck. And then I'm just going to trim using the cardstock edge to trim them. So we can do quite a few cards. I think I actually am. I always need birthday cards, and I totally want to do some more of these. They're a perfect card. I didn't put any bling on them. I am going to put a little wink of Stella on my twist so that that candle flame has a little sparkle to it. But I didn't put any bling, and that keeps this a really cute card that's easy to be mailed because it doesn't have a lot of bulk to it. Right. And then this is a basic white thick, just like I used on the other one. And the inside, let's make a wish. So cute. And then let's put this on the outside, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on this one. So it's a little bit different than the one I did earlier, and I'll show you the other one. I had some different candles, and I didn't put it on with dimensionals, so it will look just a tiny little bit different. Alright, so what do you think? So this one, you know, my twist is not tons different, right? I mean, it's basically the same card. I always say that, right? And I go, well, this is different. But it definitely was inspired by that really cute catalog one. There we go. And then my Wink of Stella. But I was like so excited because I'm like, okay, I have to find a flame. I mean, I could draw the flame on, but I was like, oh, I need to find one. And then that Hooray for Surprises was perfect. So I'm just putting a little Wink of Stella on the flame. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but there you go. You kind of see it catch in the light there. So fun, right? All right, so here's the one I did earlier. So it's just very similar. I just used different candles, different, you know, way that it went. This one I did glue dots to put the candles on, and then I glue this directly. So, you know, they look a tiny little bit different because of that, but not much. All right, so let me show you. This is the catalog version, and then this is my twist. So either one I think is a great use of paper, and so simple. All right, so hey, make a wish. And then I didn't put anything on the inside of that one. All right, so let me say, see you later, alligator. What do you think? I love them both, but it is so fun with the designer series paper. I like the stripes. So I need to go through more paper. I wanted to make sure I picked current paper, but I have like tons of retired that would work good too, that I might cut up a bunch of strips for some more candles, but it was fun. I don't know who came up with that idea for the catalog, but I love it. So let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any cards you want me to do for my Mimeograph Monday with a Twist. I do have a few of you post-it notes in the catalog from when I did my flip through. Just let me know. And I can't do them all because I don't own everything, but it is fun to do that, to challenge myself every week. All right, so make sure you join me tomorrow for my Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 220, I believe, and I'll be doing the goodies and the guts for May, and that will be 3 o'clock, arrows at a time, same channel. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye for now.